Don't mind the wet hair. I just had a super intense workout, so I did use one of these today. It's the Creme shop. They make awesome sheet masks. There was one over the holidays that was limited edition, but it was literally magic. Anyway, so that's no longer around, but this seemed to be the closest I could find that would match it. I've been having such trouble with like breaking up around the nose this early summer season, and it is actually driving me nuts. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Tarte. This was an old favorite, just because this one has never given me trouble with breaking up around the nose. But I don't think I'm quite this shade yet, so I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of the, oh, that's a gross cat, sorry about that. CoverGirl All Day Stay Fabulous, 3-in-1, blah, 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 whatever. Which has been giving me a lot of trouble, so like, we'll see how this works. Does anyone else mix their foundations like all the time, or is that just me? Let's just do a little bit like that, and then, so it ends up kind of on my finger as well as on the brush, but that's fine. Oh, this mask, the coffee mocha mask from the Creme shop, is making everything just smell like mocha right now. That's not quite the amount of coverage I want. So I'm going to go in with the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation, which I got so recently, but I've already hit pan on it. Like, there cannot be that much product in here. It's super upsetting because it's really, really good. And I have the shade 02 Nude. It has 7.5 grams or 0.26 ounces, so that's not really a lot. I've been loving these Vanity Planet brushes. They're all super soft, and I got some of them, but they're also really, really cheap, so I'm probably gonna go buy some more because the less time I have to spend washing my brushes, the happier I am. And if I can just use brushes, I don't have to wash soap ones. Lazy girl hack. And I've been doing contour bronzer with Makeup Forever Matte Bronze in the shade 20, which I normally would think is way too dark for me, but has actually been working out pretty well using a duo fiber brush, because then it really diffuses it and it's not as harsh, which is good. Me. I'm also pretty much a fan of warm contours. I feel like anything you want to do, whatever works for you, is what you should be doing with your makeup. If it makes you happy, do it. And that's that. Forget anybody else. There aren't any rules, that's the whole point. I always just smoosh my brush. Could get another brush for nose contour, but whatever. Okay, my hair is super bothering me, so we're gonna put it up. Which means it'll dry at a glacial pace, but what can you do? Now that I'm a bald baby, let's move on. For blushes, I've always been partial to the Kat Von D one. There's a video on all of those on my channel from last summer. But recently I've been really loving the Tarte birthday gift at Sephora. Both this and the lipstick are amazing nude shades. This is Party, but with like 4 A's, 3 A's. Party! So we're gonna use a little bit of that, because what day doesn't need a little bit more of a party? I've also just been really into like more natural makeup lately, which makes it kind of not fun to make videos because it's just me doing the same thing over and over again. Alright, there we go. It's kind of rosy and flushed. And for a little highlight, I've been having fun playing around with two new highlighters, always fun, which is the Becca Purple Shimmering Skin Perfector Amethyst, Prismatic Amethyst, and then the cult favorite Mary Luminizer from the Balm. So, not gonna lie, I totally bought this one just for the packaging. Purple is my favorite color, and yeah, it's really exciting. It's such a beautiful, the way they pressed it, and the purple reflect on the Becca packaging. It's just really exciting. But I have to have a wicked light hand with this because, there goes the train. Because it's like purple under, like really purple on me. So on its own, I can't just pack it on, but it's a nice natural glow with a fan brush. Thank you, Vanity Planet, around whatever we're on now, like 3, 4. So this is like the underglow, and then I really glow it up with the Mary Luminizer on top, more strategically. Anywho, this is the Morphe M501 brush, which I really like for a more controlled application than a fan brush will give you. So we're gonna just load up the brush here, and then on the very far end over here, we're gonna add a little glow. Like here, and then up on the and then of course into the brow bone, though I might top this off with eyeshadow in a moment. Alright, eyes. We are moving on to eyes. So I'm gonna bump everybody in close, and then we're gonna move on to eyes. So lately I have been absolutely obsessed with this Colourpop quad. It is called Heavy Hitter. So this is definitely a very nice cream base shade, but today we're gonna go back into this way back when, she dreamed, she believed, she whatever, classic Courage palette from Tarte, because nothing is ever going to beat Rise and Shine for me. It's so creamy in a way most other pressed shadows that I own aren't. So I just find myself always reaching for it. Like it's been at least a year since I bought this one, and it is still in heavy rotation. What I do next is a little bit weird within the beauty community, but I really love this kind of flat packer brush, but not really. It's a little bit thicker than that and very tapered, from Wet n Wild, and it was like I think under $1, so I'm probably gonna pick up a bunch more of these. And another thing, not very common in the beauty community, this one has a little bit of shimmer in it, but using it as a transition shade actually isn't problematic because the shimmer goes away. It does not look shimmery in my crease. And also just a little rainbow above my eye. I have a lot of real estate on top of my eyelid, so I don't know, maybe other people couldn't get away with this, but it gives me a very nice shape and shade around the crease. This is from the original set of makeup wands from Storybook Cosmetics, so it's copyright infringement on the Death Stick from Harry Potter, but we're gonna grab this one, which clearly I've been using for the darkest shade in here all the dang time. It's this Trailblazer shade, again in the Tarte palette, just to really bring out the earth tones instead of the red ones. You can just stop here if you wanted. Maybe a little bit more blending, but still, you could. I'm gonna go on with this darker, more brick shade. And this is super pigmented, so be careful. This feels like butter when you touch it. It is so soft. So I'm gonna just apply that over the lid, kind of into there. Look at that, oh my gosh. And this is another shade that I found I just really like applying with my fingers. Just makes me so happy. So yeah, that's that so far. I've found a way that I can get a perfect winged liner every day, and it's super exciting because that is a huge, or has been a huge issue for me. So before we get into my perfect winged liner look, we're gonna go in with a little bit of pop of color on the bottom lashes. So this is the Sephora Color Cube in Emerald, and when I first got this, it was super crackly and just all dried out. To get the most out of it, I take a little setting spray and just spray it right in there. And I'm gonna use another of my copyright infringement wands. I do love Storybook Cosmetics, by the way. And just get that nice and green. And then we're just gonna go along the lower lash line. This is gonna look really intense until I put on mascara, and then it'll maybe make a little bit more sense. It can still be a little bit crumbly just because the way it was reconstituted, but whatever, it's pretty. I love the trend with the pop of color on the bottom lashes, so it makes me really happy. I use the Maybelline Master Precise Curvy to actually draw out the wing, and then the Skinny Tip eyeliner from Wet n Wild and it's the Megaslim, to fill in the eye and also draw the inner corner. I'm really just gonna draw a line out. Mix it up however you like. Just like that. I'm gonna color that in using the Megaslim. Look how small that tip is. It's not even gonna focus on it. This baby is inky in a way that the curvy one is not. It will dry out if you try to use it for the whole liner. Oh, you see how gorgeous that is with the wet? So that's a bit more flat than I usually go, but still, check it out. Oh, it just tried to prove me wrong. Look at how inky that came out for a sec. So yeah, this is more the angle that I typically draw on, and hopefully they'll match up in a second. So my camera decided it was too hot to handle, and while it was off, I just applied some of the Stila Cosmetics Kitten on my inner corners, cause bam! Lashes. Lately I've been doing a little bit of a mixture. Here, we're gonna start off with the Smashbox Full Exposure. And then lash mascara number 2 is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. I got first from Influencer. This is my second tube. I did go out and just buy one by myself because it does something pretty cool to your lashes. Lashes are getting kind of clumpy on this side. Dang it. So that's what we're gonna do for the eyes today. And then for brows, I have pretty much exclusively been using the VIseart, which way do you say it? Palette, which is also great for eyes. And a brush from, I want to say BH Cosmetics, but it might be Morphe. And I do a mixture of this middle shade and the bottom shade because I have brows, girl. Boom! I like my brows a little pointy, I'm not gonna lie. I do have a mini. This was a 100-point present from Sephora. I am just gonna brush this through my brows. My brows are wild, man. For lips, we're gonna grab the lip whips from BeautyBakerie. These are gonna get their own video, so don't worry about that. I have 6 of them and they're all amazing, but we're gonna stick with nudes because my eyes have a lot going on right now. I think we're gonna go with CosmoByHaley's lip whip today. This is what the boxes look like for CosmoByHaley's, which is salted caramel mocha lip whip. And then this is the box for anything else. I'm gonna grab this one as well just because it's one of the new formulations, so it has the new doe foot applicator, which is amazing. Look at that. So I kind of had to run in the middle of filming my lip look, but this is what the finished look looks like, even with dry hair, which is still slightly damp because my hair does not dry ever. I just wanted to give a little close-up of the lips fully dried because they were still drying when I pieced. That is the lip width applied second layer. I like the color more when it's wet. I think it's not, I don't know, there are definitely looks I can see myself pairing with this, but the way it looks on CosmoByHaley is what I want it to look like on me, and it just doesn't, which is a bit upsetting, but it's still a beautiful color. Yeah, so I hope you guys really like this kind of weird, chatty, hours long video that I did. If you did, please let me know in the comments down below, or if you really did, please let me know by hitting a thumbs up and or hitting subscribe. That would be pretty great, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!